Yo, what up, everybody? How's it going out there? Hump day. So, I'm sharing this what I just did for one of my case managers. She went to court with me and shit today. Man, they must have heard about her nigga and shit like that. They must have went around Compton and heard about who. Hey, you know Eddie? You know Eddie? Cause they ain't even want none. They ain't even want none. No, I'm just playing. They just haven't filed the charges. The charges is too fucking stupid, and they shouldn't have did what the fuck they did. So they ain't filed the charges, so I gotta wait a year to see if they want to charge me. They probably trying to find out how the fuck I got off of probation and call another case. But anyway, so this is what I did for my case manager. She came to court with me and shit like that for nothing. Like 30 miles, use her own gas. So I know she's into criminal justice, and she asked me, I think yesterday, to if I can make her a criminal justice course, because that's what I do. I make courses. Anything, everything. If you need a course, let me know. You can get it for free, but you got to give me your feedback. You got to give me some kind of reviews on it. I need reviews so I can get it accredited. Here we go.
Law and Order. You be the judge. The unofficial, slightly irreverent guide to criminal justice and law.
Dum dum.
Introduction. Welcome, future legal eagles and armchair detectives. You've just cracked open the most entertaining, enlightening, and downright hilarious guide to the wild world of criminal justice and law. Forget the stuffy textbooks and impenetrable legal jargon. We're here to break it all down for you in plain English with a healthy dose of humor.
Yes, sir.
In this book, we'll explore everything from the origins of law to the latest Supreme Court shenanigans. By the time you're done, you'll be able to debate the finer points of the Miranda rights with your know-it-all cousin at Thanksgiving dinner, and maybe even win. Whether you're dreaming of becoming a lawyer or just want to impress friends with your newfound legal savvy, this book is your golden ticket. Table of contents.
But check it out. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. Like, they got what is that? Everything for dummies. Stupid motherfuckers for dummies. I'm gonna have my own with humor. So I'm gonna be like geometry with humor. If you want to learn something, I'm gonna do it with humor. So banking with humor. Pimping with humor, nigga. Nigga, pimping is humor. Rest. Wifey picks up. There goes my baby. Shit, I better tell her I was talking to Hattie. Maddie Patty. I call her Maddie Patty because I want to pat that Maddie. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, y'all, my bad. Now back to this.
Contents. Chapter 1. Welcome to the jungle, the criminal justice system. Law and Order, SVU, and CSI, your favorite shows lied to you.
Nigga, the Black Peace Stone jungles?
The ABCs of the criminal justice system. A brief history of punishment.
The Altadena Block Crips jungle? No, I'm just flat.
Chapter 2. Why we go bad. Theories of crime. Nature versus nurture. Are criminals born or made? The Twinkie defense and other wacky theories. Sociological side of the street. Chapter 3. The Rulebook, Criminal Law. Actus reus and mens rea, the dynamic duo of criminal intent.
Get to the good stuff.
From arrest to sentencing. Plea bargains. Chapter 5. Cops and community policing.
Cops and robbers.
The use of force. Chapter 6. The courtroom player. The trial of the objection. Chapter 7. Prison life. Rehabilitation. The school to prison pipeline, a national crisis.
School to prison
Chapter
pipeline.
1. Welcome to the jungle, the criminal justice system. Law and Order, SVU, and CSI, your favorite shows lied to you. Let's get one thing straight. TV crime dramas are about as accurate as a drunk archer. Sure, they're entertaining, but the reality of criminal justice is far less glamorous. In this section, we'll debunk the myths perpetuated by your favorite shows and reveal what really goes down in the world of criminal justice.
All right.
Myth 1. The CSI effect. TV shows make it seem like forensic evidence is the star of every case. In reality, most cases are solved through good old-fashioned police work. Think more paperwork, less high-tech gadgetry. Real world. In reality, forensic labs are often backlogged, and the evidence can take weeks or even months to process.
Yeah, for real.
Case study. Discuss a real case where traditional detective work, not flashy forensics, solved the crime. Myth 2. The speedy trial. On TV, cases go from arrest to trial in the span of an episode. In real life, the wheels of justice turn slowly. Very slowly. Think glaciers in winter. Real world. Explain the average time it takes for a case to go to trial, often months or years. Case study. Look at a high-profile case and the timeline from arrest to verdict. Myth 3. The all-knowing detective. Your favorite detectives always seem to know everything. In reality, cases are often messy and confusing, with more dead ends than a corn maze. Real world. Detectives often work with incomplete information and must follow many leads before finding a breakthrough. Case study. Highlight a case with many twists and turns, illustrating the complexities of real investigations. The ABCs of the criminal justice system. The criminal justice system is like a three-ring circus with law enforcement, courts, and corrections all performing their acts. Here's a quick overview. Law enforcement, the ringmasters. Cops, sheriffs, and federal agents are on the front lines, enforcing laws and maintaining order. They investigate crimes, gather evidence, and make arrests. Roles and responsibilities explain the duties of different law enforcement agencies, local police, sheriffs, FBI. Typical day. Describe a typical day for a police officer versus a federal agent. Courts, the big top. This is where the magic or madness happens. Judges, lawyers, and jurors come together to determine guilt or innocence. It's a high-stakes drama, complete with objections, witnesses, and the occasional surprise twist. Key players. Introduce judges, prosecutors, defense attorneys, and jurors. Court procedures. Outline the steps in a court case from arraignment to verdict. Corrections, the tightrope walkers. Once someone is convicted, corrections steps in. This includes everything from probation and parole to jails and prisons. It's a delicate balance between punishment and rehabilitation. Types of correctional facilities. Differentiate.
All right, y'all. I just wanted to show y'all a little preview. There's a lot more to go, as you can see. I was real thorough with this shit. I'm not finished with it. This is just like a brief outline, so this is what's going to get you ready. Ready. And then I even got a glossary down here somewhere. Here you go, the glossary. See, I'm on full course on getting you ready to take the bar. You see? Those are all legal terms. All the ones that's less popularly known. Yup. So hit your boy up if you need a course on anything. I can make you one. And you see, we should go random.
Between jail, courtroom decorum. Keeping the trial orderly. Role of the judge. Explain how the judge enforces rules and maintains order. Role of the bailiff. Describe the bailiff's duties in ensuring security and order.
Yeah, I gotta.
Prison life. Not as glamorous as Hollywood makes it seem. Real prison life is far from the dramatic portrayals on screen. Daily routine. The typical remedies, torts, and trusts and wills. 3. Performance test, PT. A practical skills test that requires you to complete a task such as writing a memo or brief. Study tips and resources. Create a study plan. Start early. Begin your preparation at least.
That's what I wanted to do.
5 essay. 2. A standardized test with 1. Multi-state bar examination. The California bar exam is a rigorous 2-day examination that tests a wide range of legal knowledge and skills. The exam consists of 3 main components.
The bar.
1. Multi-state bar examination.
Not the bar where you get drunk, and not the candy bar.
MB. A standardized test with 200 multiple choice questions covering constitutional law, contracts, criminal law and procedure, evidence, real property, and torts. 2. California-specific essays. 5 essay questions that test your knowledge of California law in areas such as business associations, civil procedure, community property, constitutional law, contracts, criminal law and procedure, evidence, professional responsibility, real property, remedies, torts, and trusts and wills. 3. Performance test, PT. A practical skills test that requires you to complete a task such as writing a memo or brief based on provided materials. Study tips and resources. Create a study plan. Start early. Begin your preparation at least 3 months before the exam. Schedule. Allocate specific times each day for studying, focusing on different subjects. Practice. Take practice exams to familiarize yourself with the format and time constraints. Use study aids. Bar review courses. Enroll in a reputable bar review course, such as Barbary, Kaplan, or Themis, which provide comprehensive study materials and practice questions. Outlines and flashcards. Use outlines and flashcards to reinforce key concepts and rules.
All right, y'all. Well, I'll go through the glossary for a minute just so, because motherfuckers don't know.
Acquittal. Acquittal. A legal judgment that officially and formally clears a defendant of criminal charges. Adjudication. The legal process of resolving a dispute, the final judgment in a case. Affidavit. A written statement made under oath used as evidence in court. Alibi. A defense claim that the defendant was elsewhere when the crime was committed. Appeal. A request to a higher court to review and change the
Appeal, yeah. My mom won appeal last night.
outcome of a court decision. Arraignment. The first court appearance where the defendant is formally charged and enters a plea, guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Bail. Money or property given to the court as a guarantee that a defendant will return for their trial. Bench trial. A trial without a jury where the judge alone decides the case. Brief. A written argument presented to a court by one or both parties in a legal dispute. Burden of proof. The obligation to prove one's assertion. In criminal cases, this is on the prosecution and must be beyond a reasonable doubt. Capital offense. A crime that is punishable by death. Case law. Law established by previous court decisions and used as a precedent. Cause of action. A set of facts sufficient to justify a right to sue. Civil case. A non-criminal lawsuit, typically involving private property rights. Class action. A lawsuit filed by one or more plaintiffs on behalf of a larger group. Common law. Law derived from judicial decisions instead of statutes. Complaint. The initial pleading by which a lawsuit is begun, stating the facts and legal reasons for the claim. Contempt of court. Actions that disrespect the court or disrupt its proceedings.
That's my sister.
Continuance. A delay or post.
If y'all don't know, my sister is the most disrespectful motherfucker in all of the nation in the court. She done beat my daddy up in court. She done cussed out multiple judges and still ain't been arrested. She done cussed out the bailiff. My sister's with it, nigga. She don't give a fuck, nigga. Why she there? Nigga, she gonna say what the fuck she gotta say. Nigga, fuck the court. That's why I was having my little attitude I had today going up in that motherfucker. Because I'm like, nigga, y'all better be glad my sister ain't up in here, y'all. She'll cut your ass out.
Postponement of a court hearing. Cross-examination. Cross-examination.
Love you, Shaniqua. Love you.
The questioning of a witness by the opposing party during a trial. Damages. Money awarded by a court to a plaintiff for loss or injury. Default judgment. A judgment in...
And I bet y'all $1,700 she ain't gonna get it 13, 14, 15 minutes. Hell no, she ain't leaking it. Okay, let's see how many people looked at this. Leave a 1, 2, 3 in the comments if you made it this far.
Favor of the plaintiff when the defendant fails to respond to a court summons.
It ain't gonna be not a 1, not a 2, or 3 up in that motherfucker. You know what? I don't care. You wanna know what? It's their bad. Whoever's missing out on this, your ass ain't gonna be well equipped next time you take your motherfucking ass to court. That's why I pray that the Lord bless you like he's blessing me. Amen.
Defendant. The person or party against whom a lawsuit or criminal charges are filed. Deposition. Testimony taken under oath outside of court, used to gather information before trial. Discovery. The pretrial process where both parties exchange evidence and information.
Bitch, I thought the discovery was a shit. Spaceship.
Docket. The court's calendar of cases to be heard. Due process. Legal requirement that the state must respect all legal rights owed to a person. En banc. Refers to an appellate court session in which all the judges of the court participate rather than the usual panel.
A what?
Equity. Refers to an appellate court. Refers to an appellate. En banc. En banc. Refers to an appellate court session.
Sounds like a my Asian homeboy. Man bang.
In which all the judges of the court participate rather than the usual panel. Equity. A branch of law that resolves disputes and provides remedies not available in common law, focusing on fairness. Evidence. Anything presented in support of an assertion during a trial. Ex parte. A proceeding brought before a court by one party only, without notice to or challenge by the other side. Felony. A serious crime punishable by more than 1 year in prison. Grand jury. A group of citizens that decides whether there is enough evidence to charge someone with a crime. Habeas corpus. A legal order requiring a person to be brought before a court to determine if their imprisonment is lawful. Indictment. A formal charge issued by a grand jury stating that there is enough evidence for a trial. Injunction. A court order requiring a person to do or cease doing a specific action. Interrogatories. Written questions sent by one party to another as part of the discovery process. Judgment. The final decision of a court resolving the dispute and determining the rights and obligations of the parties. Jurisdiction. The authority of a court to hear and decide a case. Jury instructions. Directions given by the judge to the jury explaining the laws that apply to the case. Litigation. The process of taking legal action, the process of suing someone in court. Misdemeanor. A less serious crime punishable by less than 1 year in jail.
I got a girl you wanna meet her. Her name is 9mm.
Mistrial. An invalid trial caused by fundamental error which must be restarted. Motion. A formal request made to a judge for an order or judgment. Negligence. Failure to take reasonable care, resulting in damage or injury to another. No contest, nolo contendere. A plea by a defendant in a criminal prosecution that, without admitting guilt, subjects the defendant to conviction but leaves open the possibility of denying the alleged facts in a parallel civil proceeding. Parole.
Okay.
The conditional release of a prisoner before the full sentence is served. Perjury. Lying under oath. Plea bargain. An agreement between a defendant and prosecutor where the defendant pleads guilty to a lesser charge in exchange for a lighter sentence or other benefits.
And I swear, man, they thought they was gonna get a quick win on me to have me plead to a misdemeanor? Hell no, we only plead on my terms. If you want this win, DA, it's gonna be on my goddamn terms. I'll take this misdemeanor to the box, bitch. I don't give a fuck. The max you gonna give me is a year anyway. Yeah, I'll take it to the box. I'll spend up all of motherfucking their money. All of Inglewood's taxpayers' money. If they don't drop this shit. We're going straight to the box, nigga. Nigga, my max gonna be a year anyway. What, they gonna double me up? So I go to a program. Yeah, I got time served already, nigga. I've been in a program. I was like, yeah. I've been in 4 programs, nigga. That's 4 time serves already. What?
Plaintiff. The person who initiates a lawsuit. Pleading. Formal written statements filed with the court by parties in a civil case, stating their respective claims and defenses. Precedent. A previous court decision or legal principle that is used as a point of reference in future cases. Probable cause. Reasonable grounds for making an arrest, conducting a search, or pressing a charge. Probation. A period of supervised release as an alternative to prison.
And I've got off. Mouth, nigga. I was nervous in the motherfucker today. I thought I was going to have to take like a summary probation, like a formal probation. I wasn't going to take it. Not today, but I thought they was going to. But so this is what happened in court, everybody. So these motherfuckers got a whole year to decide if they want to file charges on me or not. Like, motherfucker, so I got to sit by the goddamn mailbox with anxiety, thinking about going to jail, if I'm going to go to jail, if this gonna happen, if I'm gonna lose my baby, if my girlfriend gonna leave me, if my life is over. I told the motherfuckers, I was like, look, this is what I wanted to tell them. Like, if y'all make me take these charges, number one, y'all gonna stop me, and y'all gonna stop all these hookers on Prairie, and all these hookers on Sepulveda, all them hoes on fucking Long Beach Boulevard, Pacific Coast Highway. It's gonna be hoes out there for days. God damn it. And don't get me started. No, I'm just flat, y'all. Just flat. I'm just trying to be funny. I told you this was humor. I'm just trying some shit out. So this is class with humor. Ha ha. Not for dummies, but with humor.
Pro bono. Remand. To send a case back to a lower court for further action. Settlement. An agreement reached by parties in a lawsuit to resolve the dispute before it goes to trial or final judgment. Statute. A written law passed by a legislative body. Statute of limitations. The time limit within which a lawsuit must be filed or criminal charges brought. Subpoena. A legal document ordering someone to testify or produce evidence. Summary judgment. A judgment entered by a court for one party and against another without a full trial. Testimony. Evidence
Snitching.
given by a witness under oath.
Snitching. Take
Tort.
that back.
Tort.
No, not tort,
Tort.
bitch. I wanted
A
to hear that
judgment
earlier.
entered by a court for one party and
Then
against
next
another
one,
without
ho.
a full
Snitching.
trial. Testimony.
Snitching.
Evidence given by a witness under oath. Tort.
Say it
Evidence
again.
given by a witness under oath.
What is that called?
Testimony.
Snitching.
Evidence given by a witness under oath.
Snitching.
Tort. A civil
Tort.
wrong that causes harm or loss, leading to legal liability.
Oh,
Verdict.
Okay.
The decision of a jury or judge on the matters submitted to them in a trial.
Mm-hmm.
Voir dire.
Never heard of
The
that
jury
one.
selection process where potential jurors are questioned to determine their suitability. The jury selection process where potential jurors are questioned to determine their suitability. Warrant.
Murder?
A legal document authorizing police to make an arrest, conduct a search, or perform some other act.
Put your hands behind your back.
Witness. A
Snitch.
person who gives testimony about what they've seen, heard, or
Snitching.
otherwise experienced.
Snitching. Snitches and stitches that get bitches. No. Snitches is bitches that get stitches and thrown into ditches. No. Snitches is bitches that get stitches and thrown into ditches. I was just mad. That was fucking sixth grade shit. So there you go, everybody. That was just a brief overview of this shit. Looked like I got a whole bunch of more shit to do. I thought I was almost done, but no, not. So, all right, y'all. Y'all have a nice one. Yeah, it's been another 21 minutes of education. What a laugh. There we go. Education. What a laugh. No. Education. What a laugh. All right. Peace.